What's up, my dudes? Okay, got us a special vid here today. We're just farting around out here on the Anaheim 2 for MX Bikes track here, just chitty-chatting with TKO SMOKEY. He is one of the announcers for the pro racing on MX Bikes. Be sure and go subscribe to his channel, TKO SMOKEY on YouTube. He's been a big supporter of me, donated so much money to me. Yep, go support the guy, you know what I'm saying? Go support the Dusky, you know what I'm saying?
We were just kind of talking about like how many people we thought were in the MX Bikes community, and he was just saying on one of his tracks he has over 35,000 downloads. So, I mean, if that's like a pretty accurate representation of like how many people are playing it right now, so it's kind of hard to really tell, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I would say it's at least 3 times however many total population was playing MX Sim. I would say it's at least 3 times right now because it just caters to so many more people. You know what I
right.
mean?
And
That's it. It's
yeah,
just like everybody. It don't matter if you're even like really a sim player. You can get in this shit. You know?
yeah, I really think that the release on Steam really helped the momentum of the game too.
Yeah, I think that was fucking huge, dude. That's really what made me start to actually get into it. Was it being on Steam and just so much easier?
Yeah, yeah. And for me, I was like a console player, like for my whole life, before I had a gaming PC. And one of my homies was just like, dude, have you ever heard of MX Bikes? I was like, what the hell is that? And dude, yeah, dude, I was like, what the hell is that, bro? Because for me, like, I played all the games, like fucking
All the MX
Reflex,
versus ATV.
all of them,
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what the hell is this goofy ass shit?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all like you say it in a way like it's this like one of a kind story but I think we all went through that, dude. Like all of us were like mainly console, and then we heard either about MX Sim or MX Bikes, and we're like, what the fuck is that? It's
Right.
like the first like stages of it are so weird because you just don't even understand it at all. You like don't understand downloading shit. You don't understand dynos to bikes to models to skins to tracks to decals to all that type of shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I think everybody goes through that right there, and then they find it and it's like this whole new world.
especially if you're new to just gaming on PC in general, because it's a whole nother world compared to like playing on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever you're playing on. You like every game has mods and all kinds of stuff, and if you don't know your way around a PC, opening certain folders and all that kind of stuff seems really foreign to you. So, like, just getting into it, like, you think everything's gonna be on the game, and then you get the game, and it's like this plain vanilla thing, and you're like, "This is
Yeah.
boring as hell."
Nothing in it, dude.
There's
Nothing.
nothing in it. You're like, "I want my money back." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's still a lot of people in that stage, like right in that transition stage between console and like either MX Sim or MX Bikes. They're literally like right there going through it as we speak. So I think it's interesting that you talk about that because there's way more people on the other side of it that have never even gotten into it than there have gotten into it. At least I feel like. I feel
oh,
like there's
yeah.
still so many more people that are just console all the way still.
Dude, I get so many people message me on Instagram and things like that about like what the hell is MX Bikes, or like they'll like comment on like a photo I posted and they're like, what game is this? Like they'd never even heard of it before.
Yeah, when I first saw gameplay of MXM back in like 2013 or something like that, 2014, I had that same thought in my head. I was like, what the hell even is this shit, dude? Like you don't even realize those games even exist. That's so weird now that I think back to that.
It's
So weird, bro.
it's definitely like it's a fun little, it's just like the next step in your moto gaming journey, you know what I mean? Like there's an evolution at some point.
Yeah. I feel like if more people could realize how these games were, you would have a lot more people on it. But they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that's kind of why I started making tutorials on it. I was just like, well, one, I had the idea to start a YouTube channel, but then I was like, I'm just gonna make videos that I had questions to. Like how do I install mods in the game? Like just little stupid videos like that.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of all
How do
started.
yeah, how do I even play the game? Yeah, that's a good start right there.
Yeah. What
How do
is
I?
Steam?
Yeah. How do I get across the whoops?
Right, dude. Don't do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. There you go, Doug. So, what'd you think about this track here compared to the others?
I think it's probably. I think my favorite tracks so far have been Oakland 2 and this track. Or Oakland, yeah, Oakland and A2, I think.
Yeah. Did they do something to try to combat the little, like the front end, losing the front end or whatever the fuck in the corners? Did they change the traction any? I'm not. I don't even know. Kind of feels like they might have, but I don't know.
I don't know if they did or not. I still get in lobbies with people and they're like, "Dude, it's like you're riding on ice." So, I think they probably left the grip about the same, to be honest.
So you think this is about the same as it's been on all the other ones?
I think so, and the only reason I think it might just feel better is because we've already played so much on the other tracks.
Yeah, you start getting used to it. Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of get acclimated to it.
Well, I mean, even on like the first couple rounds, I mean, I felt a little bit of that like front end slide out, but not enough to where it was like, oh my God, this is like unrideable or
Right.
whatever. Some people were acting like it was literally unrideable, and I didn't really think it felt like ice. Like you had traction, but you lost the front end specifically sometimes. But that's supposed to happen some anyways. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't feel really like ice to me though.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just I'm way better at Supercross now than I was for the last year tracks. Like last year, I remember they wanted me to do little videos of the tracks, like little track previews for the actual event. I was like, dude, like I would spend 30 minutes trying to get one decent lap. And now I just feel like it's just like the more time you put into it, it just seems easier for you. So that's like the people that are saying it's too slippery, or I think they just need to put a little bit more time into it.
Yeah, I mean there can definitely be something wrong with the tile map or whatever the hell it is on MX bikes that can create some like weird feeling. I just think it's something they're gonna progress it over time, and then it'll change like the friction of it and shit like that. And so this is Ariel's what, second year here?
I think they actually had some. I think this might be maybe the third. But the first one wasn't really known.
Yeah. So
It's like a
last year was
smaller,
basically the first like main one.
right? The first one that they streamed and everything like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, dude, it's still baby stages.
Yeah. So what was like what kind of prizes do they have for winners at this point, or do they have any?
I think they have like some cash prizes. I know they have like whole shot awards, but there are some cash prizes. I think it's really about um they have it somewhere either on the aerial like news thread, but there definitely is cash prizes. I'm just not sure like the total amount really.
Yeah,
Um
I saw that like $5 as it was whole
yeah,
shot.
they do it for the NMR team, which is like an esports team for the MX bikes game. Uh they like stepped in. They were like, "All right, well, we're gonna do," because last year it was all one class. It was just one race, one time.
Oh,
And this year they
okay.
separated into an EU and an NA, like a North American series and then an EU series. So now you have, instead of 2 classes, you have 4 classes. You have 2 250 classes and 2 450 classes. So, um, yeah, so they're doing the whole shot awards for those guys, and then obviously you have, um, I'm not sure if they have like individual um, prize money per race, but I know they have prize money for the overall at the end of the series.
Yeah, championship.
Yeah, championship. And honestly, I think some of the teams actually pay some of the riders like incentives for doing top 3 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was trying to get going with my MX Sim team. 'Cause I hadn't really heard of a lot of teams doing that on MX Sim, and they may be doing it some now. I don't know, but if it's ever going to get to that next level, I mean, it's going to have not only the teams paying, but then
You gotta have some
the
money involved. That's just how things grow. That's just the natural progression of things.
yeah, I mean, and I think once they start getting some real money like into it, that'll be I mean, I'm not gonna say that's the only ticket to making MX bikes shit big, but it'll definitely be a part to it, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you got guys like it's so funny to see like the Team Pride guys, you know, like Matty Rice, and they're ripping MX bikes all the time. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you get like some of these like YouTube moto vloggers like kind of get involved with it a little bit too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and like Aaron Plessinger, he apparently like played Sim like
Oh,
way,
really?
way, way, way back. Yeah, he played it like back in the like 12, 13 days or something. I mean, apparently played it like way the hell back. I know Kellen did like an interview with him, and he talked like he was like kind of learning the game way back in the day. This, of course, even that interview was like 5 something years ago or some shit. But yeah,
Right.
like you don't realize it, but like there's a lot of these dudes played this shit. Like even the ones you don't really think have played some of these games, I think you'd be like kind of shocked at how many of them have played them. You
Oh,
know?
yeah. And it's really funny. Back when I was playing the milestone game still a little bit, we would get in lobbies and we'd be riding with um, Josh Hansen, Josh Hill, and Adam Intonap. Like we would get in regular um, voice chat lobbies on Xbox Live with those guys, and they would rip those milestone games like for hours. So you'd be surprised how many of these guys will just like be chilling at home and ripping moto games, you know?
Yeah, I mean, especially once you start getting into the simulator world. I'm trying to see if you can make it through the whoops. There you go. In the simulator world, you would think more of them would like come in here and learn the game and then ride on each one of these tracks like before the real life track. You would think that might actually be like beneficial to them doing that.
Yeah, I think it's a cool little like I'm not sure if you noticed, but TFC's been doing these 3D scan track map tracks.
Yeah, I saw a little bit on that. I haven't really
And
like rode on any of them yet, but
but I saw Kellen, he did a video on the track map track. And honestly, for these pro guys, like before these aerial tracks come out, it it definitely gets you a little bit more familiar with the track. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
just going in the same direction, kind of already learning that that muscle memory that you have to have for the game.
Yeah, I mean, even if like the layouts and shit and like the jumps and stuff are not exact to what that's what I was talking about. Like let's say you get like a Tomac or somebody that really comes in here and learns like MX bikes or MX Sim or whatever, and then they can go in there and ride on whatever one of those pro tracks beforehand, and like at least get an idea of certain jump, where the whoops are to whatever. You would think that would click, like actually help them out for the real life race.
Can you imagine like Star Racing Yamaha? They like take Tomac to the trailer and they put like a VR headset on. They're like, all right, we're gonna
Dude, I mean,
get you
yeah,
prepped.
yeah. I mean, like you say it like it's crazy, but like, fuck, I don't know why they're not already doing it, dude. You know,
Dude. Oh man.
like I can't believe they're not already doing it, and that's what pisses me off a little bit. Is, you'll have these official Supercross games from milestone, and I think it tricks a lot of people into thinking that that's like your pinnacle of moto gaming. You know, that is what everybody's playing, and it's just, it's not. You know, it's kind of tricking the whole. I feel like it's kind of tricking the industry in a sense. You know, it's making people think that's what is the tippity top of the slope of like gameplay, and you know, and then obviously the graphics play into that, but really it's more like MX Bikes and MX Sim that are those kind of games, but I don't know if they can all realize that about it, you know?
It's really frustrating too, because you're like, you think sim, it's like one guy developing the game, and then you got MX Bikes, and it's like Poboso, and then like two other guys that kind of help them out here and there, and they can come up with this, but then Milestone just shits out the exact same physics, and they've had the same gear in the game for 3 years or whatever. It's like as a moto gamer, you want to see some progression, right? Because I don't know about you, but like my dream is to have like something like this, and like an ELS, like a real esports thing where like people can go in and race for like big bucks, like Fortnite kids out there making millions of dollars, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're working up to some sort of super official like pro racing thing for moto, but they can't like figure it out because they're stuck with the official Supercross games, because that's like their official sponsorship, because it's all based around that, and that's how they're making all their money and shit. But they're going to have to realize that you got to have more physics systems than those games if you ever really want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just needs to be better for competition. Like the thing with the milestone games is the way you go fast in those is to glitch the game.
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's how you go fast in that game.
well,
Glitching.
they had that newest esports race thing that I'm pretty sure was on TV or something like really
Was
recently.
it?
Kellen was talking over it. I swear to God, I saw it on TV somewhere. Maybe I'm just
It was on
losing it.
NBC.
It was on some shit, dude. I don't know. Fucking USA, Peacock. I don't know. Peacock, suck my peacock. I don't know, dude.
Peacock schmeacock, okay.
But they didn't even have collision on.
What?
There was no collision on. So
doesn't even make
everybody.
sense.
So, anyways, it was put on Racer X. That's probably what it fucking was, because killing Racer X. Yeah. Anyways, it was the official Monster Energy Supercross eSport. I think maybe I saw it on like Supercross's Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was that big enough where like the actual Supercross social media shit was posting it, but it was Kellen talking, and yeah, there was no collision. Everybody looked like they were kind of lagging. It was like, really, this is what we got?